What's up everybody, it's the Inhuman one here, and today we're going to discuss the undead elder dragon Vaal Hazak in Monster Hunter World. This new addition to the elder dragon roster is quite mysterious, but in this video we will be covering some incredibly interesting lore on the zombified elder dragon, as well as delve into some theories on what its purpose is in the overall narrative. Now before we begin, I just want to let you know that information on this rotting beast is as scarce as the skin on its bones, but I do plan to uncover as much as I can in this video to unearth the secrets this beast hides beneath the surface. Vaal Hazak is an elder dragon that lives among a graveyard of carrion and rotting flesh, deep in the winding caverns of the Rotten Vale. An elder dragon is a special classification of monster designated for only those whose power is so great their very presence can cause cataclysmic events to occur. Vaal Hazak lives, for lack of a better term, a solitary lifestyle and keeps to itself, often tucking itself away under massive heaps of the corpses and bones of dead monsters. One of the most intriguing observations I was able to make about this grotesque beast is that its most defining offensive ability, which is its mastery of the seemingly poisonous gas effluvium, is the key to understanding this creature. Effluvium is not actually a gas at all. In fact, it is a microscopic bacteria that feeds on rotting tissues and assists with the decomposition of the dead monsters in the Rotten Vale. These microorganisms are part of the natural cycle of life and death in the New World. Interestingly enough, Vaal Hazak has formed a symbiotic relationship with the effluvium bacteria and has the ability to weaponize them in battle. In combat, Vaal Hazak will emit a small cloud of effluvium around its flesh as a protective barrier, forcing any attackers to adopt a long-range approach. Additionally, Vaal Hazak can shoot out streams of the effluvium bacteria, forcing them onto anyone unlucky enough to be in their path. Once the bacteria infect living tissue, they begin decomposing the flesh and eating away at the host for as long as they can muster. Despite the fact that Vaal Hazak appears to be frail and in a near-death state, it is an incredibly powerful monster that has managed to defy death and in turn master the creatures that would have eventually been his undoing. Many elder dragons seem to embody a naturally occurring phenomenon or force in life or nature. Now I believe that most hunters would mistake Vaal Hazak for being a representation of death. However, I believe just the opposite. Based on Vaal Hazak's mastery of the effluvium bacteria, as well as the fact that it inhabits the Rotten Vale, Vaal Hazak is the embodiment of the instinctual drive to survive. I believe that Vaal Hazak had sojourned to the New World to complete the Elder Crossing and perished in the Rotten Vale. However, when it arrived, it noticed something was awry. Perhaps Vaal Hazak realized that it was lured to the New World by some unnatural means, aka Xeno'jiiva's pheromones. Rather than sacrificing itself to an otherworldly beast, Vaal Hazak desperately clung to its life and began feeding on the creatures that were eating it alive. This is actually supported by a very brief conversation that the A-rank hunter can have with the Master of the Third Fleet, where she explains that Vaal Hazak used to feed on the effluvium. Perhaps due to the never-before-experienced behavior, the effluvium adopted Vaal Hazak as one of their own and eventually formed the symbiotic bond that allowed Vaal Hazak to thrive in the hostile environment of the graveyard for all monsters. Vaal Hazak is not the master of death, but rather a symbol of desperation and one's unmatched desire to survive. What do you think caused Vaal Hazak to refuse death? Do you believe that Vaal Hazak's existence is purely a coincidence? How much longer do you think this undead dragon can steal life to prolong its own? Now that is going to bring this video to a close, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, stay tuned for videos just like this one. It's the Inhuman one, signing out.